What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the lab. Got another episode of the Daily Barrel Report for the July 27th slate. 15 games. No, I'm sorry, 12 games for this Monday, excuse me. The Sunday slate was pretty good, though. Everybody, I think they started to heat up again after the All-Star break. So, yeah, it was kind of nice to see. Because that Saturday was atrocious. We had just as many home runs as we do have games, so that was pretty bad. But yeah, Sunday was pretty good. I think the ISO hack, total bases, was probably the best way to go. Hits, runs, RBIs was looking good, and a lot of fantasy scores cash too. So definitely was a good day. Better slate. I think Monday's going to be a better slate as well. Only 12 games, so and we do have early lineups. This will get updated a few times throughout the day, so I'll keep you guys posted on that, and you'll see. So if there is any downtime or anything like that, just bear with me, y'all. The soft launch was okay. I was okay with how everything was. I hope you guys were able to get some value out of the dashboard. I hope you all see all the value that is within the dashboard and just the education that's in there. Not just trying to force parlays or anything down your throat, but actually educate you on what's going on in the space. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying that website there, enjoying the dashboard, I should say. Other than that, I appreciate everybody who's always watching the videos. Appreciate you guys for always liking and commenting. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't yet. A lot more content on the way. So just going to get into it. We've got 12 games for today's slate, 14 barrel signals, 15 elite profiles. And so we'll just do as it says. We're just going to check what we like. We'll go through the games. We'll go over the pitchers, and then, yeah, we'll wrap it up from there. So 14 barrel signals. Looking like a decent day. Okay, some new names popping up there, right? Some familiar names, but as you can see, it does rotate. It's not always just the same exact names. And then here's our elite profiles there. No elite plus profiles today. And so getting into today's discoveries. All right, so looking at today's discoveries, we've got Dalen Lyle, biggest matchup increase. Joe Mack has the strongest EV lift. Zach McKinstry, strongest multi-day rise. Dansby Swanson is our long shot profile watch, so just keep an eye out for that. Globe Life, so Seattle and Texas is going to be the best weather for the day. Bryce Harper has the best zone fit. Nick Kurtz has the best pitch overlap. And Rise Hoskins has the best pulled barrel profile. So I know some people have been using these. What the back testing has been showing me so far is that the zone fit is hitting at about 61%. Yeah, the zone fit, that box is hitting at about 60%. So, as you all know, I like to keep track of things and just make sure that the information I'm giving you is helping you. And so right now we've only gotten about 4 or 5 days of results with today's discoveries. But so far, like I said, the zone fit is the best performing update right now. But we'll keep track of that as we get more data, and we'll see how that goes. So we'll just get right into our research. Let's check our top pictures to attack for the 27th. So we got Slade Sassoni, Merrill Kelly, and Max Scherzer. So 4.6 ERA, 5.1, 10.2 for Max Scherzer. Oh, wow. Interesting. And so when we're looking, they're giving up 8.1% barrel right? 13.2% barrel, 13.3% barrel. So remember, like I was saying, you find who is hitting at least that 8.1% or the 13.2, 13.3, and you look for those hitters and you attack them. Those and anybody hitting above. Not to say that anybody with a lower barrel can't do some damage, but when you want to look at their attack points, their weak points, and if their barrel rate is that high, you want to look for somebody who could do some damage at that rate. So Sassoni, Kelly, Scherzer, a few attackable other pitchers on there. So just looking at they're all giving up. It's quite a decent amount of pitchers giving up a solid WOBA, meaning they're allowing. There's a lot of traffic. There's a lot of traffic around the bases for them. And so then Tatsuya Imai is another attackable pitcher. And those are the 4 games you target, right? So you look for Cincinnati bats, you look for Pittsburgh bats, Washington, and Angels. And those are pretty solid teams to go with. Right, you got Ellie, South Stewart, Belo, Valdez, Reynolds. Washington's hot right now. Abrams, Wood. They did just trade Meade, but that's okay. Obviously, they've been saying that's okay. And then the Angels, Mike Trout's back, Soler, Nito. So that's going to be some pretty solid rosters. Some pretty solid bats that you can trust to use to attack those pitchers. So let's just get right into the games, y'all. 12 games, like I said, smaller slate. Still pretty decent, though. First game, we got Seattle versus Texas. 1 barrel signal, no elite profiles. Top reads is going Langford, Rayleigh, Peterson, and Berger. In Seattle versus Kumar Rocker, barrel is going Rayleigh, Riley, Canzone. Matchup is going Rayleigh, Canzone, Garver. Form is going Robles, Rodriguez, Rosarena. If we're doing the same thing we did yesterday, right? Just attacking ISO. Rayleigh and Canzone look to be the best profiles there as far as consistently getting on base. Rosarena still got a 352 WOBA, you know what I mean? So that's not bad. Not bad at all. So let's take a look at Texas versus Kirby. Barrel's going Langford, Peterson, Berger. Matchup is going Nimmo, Peterson, Berger. Form is going Langford, Berger, and Austin Wins. Oops. Nimmo did chalk us on bases, but that was okay. Honestly, I did see a couple clips from that game, so I was okay with how that went. Langford, I think cashed first at bat, something like that. Peterson that was. But either way, I'm looking to them again, Langford and Peterson. Langford is also a barrel signal, which makes sense. 243 ISO, 416 Will Bacon. Pulled barrel is okay. 8% pulled barrel, right? But he's giving up. He's got 12.3 barrel. That's a pretty solid profile. 18.5 degree launch angle. And then Peterson's right there behind him. 240 ISO, 357 WOBA, and a 403 Will Bacon. 11% barrel. 26.3% home run to fly ball ratio. Hard hit. Second hard hit on the team. I think they do some damage again tomorrow. It'll be a tough one, though. Kirby's not a terrible pitcher. That's one thing. Kirby's not terrible, so they'll have to work for it. So if you do get some slowness with the tabs, you can just hit the drop down. Drop down works just as well. So Baltimore versus Detroit. 3 barrel signals, 3 elite profiles. There might be some overlap here, but we'll see. Top reads is going Riley Green, Pete Alonso, Dylan Dingler, and Spencer Torkelson. Yeah, so there is some overlap there. So Green, Alonso, and Dingler are the barrel signals and the elite profile. Barrel score versus Montero is going Alonso, Henderson, O'Neill. Matchup is going Alonso, Cowser, Henderson. Form is going Alonso, Jackson, and Trump. I mean, so Alonso came through. Big Pete came through. I mean, it's not bad. 211 ISO, 378 Wobo Bacon, 457. He's got a great barrel. Along with Colton Cowser. Form is down for them. So yeah, Pete Alonso does look, I'd say, the best. I mean, he's 80, not 80, 75 plus in 2 out of the 3 categories we like. 81.5 barrel, 77% form. Yeah, it looks good. Tyler O'Neill doesn't look bad either. 414 Will Bacon. He's got okay barrel. Actually, he's got good barrel. Sweet spot is good. Decent home run to fly ball ratio. Yeah, Tyler O'Neill could be another guy tomorrow. Get you a base or two. I'll say a base. You could get a hit. High swinging strike for this team. Ward doesn't look that good today either. So yeah, Alonso does look the best. Detroit versus Bradish. Barrel score is going Dingler, Torkelson, Carpenter. Matchup is going Dingler, Torkelson, Carpenter. And form is going Hayu Lee, Dingler, and McGonigal. But if we're playing it, if playing the ISO game again, Dingler, Torkelson, Carpenter. Did I skip Green? Yeah, Green, Dingler, Torkelson for barrel. Matchup, Green, Dingler, Torkelson. Yeah, there we go. Green, Hayu Lee, and Dingler. Okay. I was like, yeah, there's somebody missing on the roster. I'm tripping. There we go. Dingler's 260 ISO. Torkelson 212. Dingler does look the best, but Torkelson has the best barrel. So between them two, they could do some damage. They can create some damage. Let's go to the next game. Got Arizona versus Pittsburgh. 1 barrel signal, 2 elite profiles. Corbin Carroll, Belo, Valdez, and Reynolds are top plays of the game. Arizona versus Mitch Keller. Barrel score is going Carroll, Marte, Moreno. Matchup is going Carroll, Marte, McCann. And form is going Carroll, Tawa, and Moreno. And Carroll, that was easy money. And he's got the numbers to show for it. 237 ISO, 417 Will Bacon. He's got great pull barrel and barrel. 10 plus in both. So yeah, he'll get you a double. It was a lot of doubles hit yesterday, if you guys didn't notice. So that's why I attack ISO. Right, attacking ISO. We just picked the right day to do it. Marte looks good. Arnado, 180 ISO. Not terrible. He's got okay launch angle. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see as the day goes on. And this is going to update a couple more times too. So we'll get a confirmed roster before, and you'll be able to make your decision. Pittsburgh versus Merrill Kelly, which is one of the attackable pitchers for tomorrow. Barrel score is going Belo, Valdez, Reynolds. Matchup is going Belo, Valdez, Reynolds. And form, Billy Cook, Gonzalez, and Gonzalez. That's funny. I mean, Valdez definitely is who he is. 400 ISO, 227 for Belo. O'Hearn did some things for us today, so that's another profile, right? 182 ISO, not terrible. I mean, yeah, not the best, but not terrible. Callahan's got 195 sweet spot, so he hits the ball squared up pretty nicely. Yeah, Valdez though, he's the standout profile easily. All right, so we got Philly versus Miami. One barrel signal, one elite profile. Top reads in this game is going Schwarber, Hernandez, Stowers, and Harper. I was kind of disappointed in Hetty Bird, though. I can't lie, man. I was expecting a little bit more. Philly bats versus Phillip. Barrel scores going Schwarber, Harper, and Marsh. Matchup is going Schwarber, Harper, Marsh, and form is going Bohm, Turner, and Stott. Yeah, man, I like some Stott. He is a nice sleeper profile, honestly. Doesn't have crazy numbers, but he also doesn't strike out a lot, right? So he's got a low swinging strike, but he also has a good launch angle, decent fly ball ratio. He just doesn't hit the ball crazy hard. He's not like a super power hitter, but he does overlap in a lot of zones with pitchers, and he doesn't strike out. Like I said, he's got low swinging strike, so that's a combination to create some havoc when you're at the plate because a pitcher may not know how to attack you. You already know Schwarber, you already know Harper, so I'm not gonna harp too much on them because you know them already. Derek Hill though, we're at 188 ISO, 450 Wall Bacon, decent pull barrel, decent barrel. Could be another person that gets you a hit or two. That's definitely a possibility. Miami versus Zach Wheeler. Barrel score is going Hernandez, Stowers, Conine. Matchup is going Conine, Stowers, Hernandez. Form is going Hernandez, Conine, and Mack. All right. Playing the ISO game. I mean, Conine, Mack, and Hernandez are the easy answers right there. But then when you look deeper, Conine just has a super high swinging strike, so he's a strikeout risk. It's also a ground ball risk. Low launch angle. So Stowers and I'd say Hernandez probably look the best. Joe Mack too. I like Joe Mack. 404 Will Bacon. He's got a good barrel. Home run to fly ball ratio isn't bad either. So he's definitely hitting the ball high and far. And on the right day, any given day, nice weather, some wind blowing out in his direction, you can get a home run. Or you get a double, right? I'm not always chasing home runs. You get a double single, RBI single, hit it just far enough to where somebody can run in base. So those are always possibilities there. Here we go. All right. I was just waiting it out. Oh, good. Toronto versus Washington, no barrels, one elite profile. Top reads is going Wood, Abrams, Okamoto, and Guerrero. This could be a good game. This could be a really good game. Barrel score versus Alvarez for Toronto is going Okamoto, Vladdy, Springer. Matchup is going Okamoto, Pinago, Vladdy. Form is going Vladdy, Springer, and Kirk. Okamoto. who, what, Springer, right? They got the two best ISOs on the team. Luis Arias. Urias, I want to say, not Urias. Oh, wow, that name's the same. I gotta figure out how they say this one. But the Blue Jays, Luis. I mean, Vladdy's numbers, right? If you were looking at Woba and Wobacon separate by themselves, you'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, he's having a solid year. But then you look at his ISO is super low, his fly ball ratio, it's his launch angle, or he's just a super ground ball risk. That's just what I've seen. He does not hit a lot of fly balls this year. Something's going on with his mechanics. Okamoto, 221 ISO, but he's just in a crazy slump right now. So I'm not sure what it is about him. So then that leads me to Springer, which against Alvarez, 4.22 ERA, 9.93 Ks over 9 innings. I mean, it's not terrible. He's not like some kind of all-star pitcher. So we'll see what they could do. Washington versus Scherzer. Barrel score is going Wood, Abrams, Garcia. Matchup is going Wood, Garcia, Abrams. Form is going Abrams, Wood, and Lyle. I mean, Wood and Abrams, easy, because they're just on a crazy streak right now. Both had 2 home runs. They're just putting up numbers. 274, 264, 266 ISO, 236 for Chaparro. You see it. I mean, this is the attackable pitcher, 10.23 ERA, 5.7 Ks over 9 innings. He's not striking anybody out. He's giving up runs. This is a bad combination. But a good one for Washington stack. I'll say that much. That could definitely be a thing. I'll go drop down. Cleveland versus Cincy. The CC game. This could be an interesting game too. 2 barrel signals, 1 elite profile. Top reads is going Ellie, Stewart, Suarez, and Blade. Yeah, Cincy's, I like their bats for tomorrow too. Already just looking at this, I definitely like the way tomorrow could look. Manzardo, Hoskins, and DeLauder make up the best barrels. Oh, Cleveland versus Burns. Sorry about that. Ooh, Chase Burns is an elite pitcher. You can see it by the numbers. 2.42 ERA. Doesn't give up a lot of runs. 10.4 Ks over 9 innings. He gets a lot of strikeouts. So barrels going Manzardo, Hoskins, DeLauder. Matchup, Arias, DeLauder, Hoskins. Form, Jose Ramirez, DeLauder, and Angel Martinez. Not a good matchup for Cleveland tomorrow. Not at all. High swinging strike, high Ks. So if you want to take pitcher strikeouts, you take Chase Burns. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just immediate potential. And if they get at least 2 at-bats, 3 at-bats, there you go. You do the math, right? So he's going to have plenty of chances. And we saw what Mizorowski did today. And Chase Burns is another young arm. So I'm not saying he's no Miz, but Chase Burns is that guy too. He definitely is. I wouldn't even... You know how I feel about Cleveland, y'all. Sorry if you're a Cleveland fan. I'm not like bashing your team, but but this year, I don't like any of their bats. Nobody has an ISO above 200, right? So if I'm looking for a power profile, you need at least 220. That's bare minimum, right? That's really like a line drive profile. 250 is what you really want to find. So I'm not touching Cleveland for anything. Yeah, nah, not touching Cleveland. Strikeouts for Chase Burns is what you would do. What you should do. I'm not gonna tell you what you should do though. So, right, pardon me. Cincinnati versus Sony. Barrel score is going Ellie, Stewart, Suarez. Matchup is going Ellie, Stevenson, Stewart. Form is going Marte, Ellie, and Suarez. And we'll just say Ellie, Suarez, and Stevenson. I'm not saying Noelvi Marte won't hit a home run tomorrow, but I'm not saying he is just because he's the top form based on the glitch. So when we're looking at ISO, all those names that are at the top, right? This top place. Ellie, 222. South Stewart, 217. Who else was up there? Blade, 238. And then you look at Woba, 368, 347, 365, 407, 419, 412. Yeah, so I like South Stewart. I like Ellie. I like JJ Blade. I mean, Nathaniel Lowe, we got to put some respect on his name, too. He's right there. He's itching at 400 for Will Bacon. So while he might not have been mentioned in the top plays because I have it set up to where you got to get at least one from everybody, it probably would have been all Cincinnati up there, to be real. Probably would have been all Cincinnati up there. So that's the stack if you wanted to do it, right? Ellie, Sal, Blade, and Lowe. And then you take under on Sassoni's, fantasy score? I wouldn't say K's because he could still get some strikeouts. Some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 possible. 4 and a possible. Profiles that he does have potential on getting K's from. So, but definitely stacking those hitters. That's looking like a plus there. Atlanta versus the Mets. What they call this, the Battle of the Big Apple or something like that. I don't know. I thought that was interesting, the name. 3 barrel signals, 3 lead profiles. Top reads is going Matt Olson, Austin Riley, Drake Baldwin, and Francisco Alvarez. Atlanta versus Thornton. Barrel score is going Olson, Riley, Baldwin. Matchup is going Baldwin, Riley, Olson. Form is going Riley, Baldwin, and Yaz. Again, sticking to the ISO game. Michael Harris, Baldwin, and Olson is really who we should be looking at. Not to say Riley is not who you should be looking at, but I'm just going based off of ISO. Yeah, 431 Will Bacon for Michael Harris, best on the team. Yeah, best on the team. And Michael Harris is definitely a hits, runs, and RBIs kind of guy. He'll get you 1.5 all day. 1.5 bases too. He's good for that. And Matt Olson looks good for tomorrow. I mean, Riley doesn't look terrible because I could see why he's in there in the mix. Pull barrel is decent. Barrel is decent. Home run to fly ball ratio is very solid. He hits the ball pretty hard and he's got a good launch angle. So Atlanta is another group of hitters that could do well. Zach Thornton does have a low ERA. I'm wondering more so if that's just because on the days he's there, they're playing good. So he must just do something to them, motivation-wise. But I'm looking at his, and the reason why I say his defense is because his K's over 9 innings, 6.6 is actually kind of low. That just lets me know he's not getting a lot of strikeouts, but he's also not giving up a lot of runs either. So it'll be interesting to see how he attacks Atlanta tomorrow. Mets versus Perez. Barrel score is going Alvarez, Lindor, Robert Jr. Matchup is going Robert Jr., Alvarez, Jerry Young. Form is going Lindor, Alvarez, and Young. Yeah, Jerry Young. He's got the second best ISO on the team behind Tyrone Taylor and Francisco Alvarez. Soto not playing. He's not in here, so he must not be playing tomorrow. I'll double check that though. Again, this gets pulled. It'll get pulled a couple more times, so we'll have an update on if Soto before all the games start. We will get some confirmed lineups. So just keep checking the dashboard periodically throughout the day, just so that way once you have the confirmed rosters. Yeah, playing the ISO game though. Jared Young, Francisco Alvarez. They would be the two go-tos. All right, next game. Got the Yankees and the White Sox. It's gonna be a good one. One barrel score, one barrel signal, one elite profile. Top reads is going Rice, Murakami, Montgomery, and Goldschmidt. Yankees versus Schultz. Barrel score is going Rice, Goldschmidt, Grisham. Matchup is going Rice, Goldschmidt, Grisham. Form is Rice, Rosario, and Dominguez. I mean, Rice has been Rice, so I'm not going to keep telling you who he is. You should know. Rosario has a pretty solid ISO. 210 isn't right. Remember, 200 is a pretty good ISO. Somebody got 200 ISO. That means that they're producing some extra base hits, and they're producing some extra bases. 9% barrel, 35% sweet spot, so it's okay. Right, 25.4 home run to fly ball ratio with a 12.7 degree launch angle. He hits the ball fairly hard, 41.7. Yeah, so Rosario doesn't look bad. And then Goldie's starting to catch back rhythm, man. I was a little bit worried there. He hadn't shown up to play in a long time. So you can see his numbers are starting to climb too. That 375 Woe Bacon I do like. I like his barrel. Fly ball ratio is pretty good. And he's got a nice launch angle. So yeah, it could be a good game for Goldie again tomorrow. White Sox versus Fried. Ooh, it's going to be an interesting one. Barrel score is Murakami, Montgomery, Vargas. Matchup, Murakami, Vargas, Grichuk. Form, Murakami, Grichuk, and Peters. I mean, ISO game, we clearly see is going Murakami, Montgomery, Vargas, and Grichuk. Regardless of form, right? I'm not looking for home run form. Not to say I'm not, but in these moments, the way that the market has been going for home runs, I'm consistently looking to pivot, and even if they hit a home run, they cash all of these other markets that we're playing in too, right? Total bases, cash with a home run. Fantasy score, cash with a home run. Hits, runs, RBIs, cash with a home run. So if you can still look and think home run focused, I guess. Excuse me. You can still look and think with the focus or with the mindset of looking for a home run, but still play different props. That's just the biggest thing I want to stress. So yeah, Vargas looks really good. Murakami looks really good. High swinging strike for him and close to Montgomery is the only thing that worries me with Max Fried. But Vargas, as long as he can hold the zone, control the count, I think Vargas can get on base and do some things for us too. All right, next game we got Chicago Cubs versus St. Louis. No barrel signals, no elite profiles in this game. Top reads is going Bush, Walker, Suzuki, PCA. No pitcher for the Cubs yet. Oh, I'm sorry, for St. Louis. That'll get updated though. So don't worry. you will have some time to be able to make your matchups for Chicago before the game start. So we'll go to St. Louis versus David Peterson. Barrel scores going Walker, Burleson, Velasquez. Matchup is going Walker, Velasquez, Crooks. Form is going Burleson, Weatherhort, and Blaze Jordan. Jordan Walker, 227 ISO. Velasquez, 231. Burleson's got a 182, but man, he plays like he got a 300 ISO. I like Burleson. And that's one of those, right, where we were talking. You can have a low ISO, but a high WOBA. So on base average, weighted on base average. And look at his Will Bacon, 411. So when he's making contact, he's getting on base. Low swinging strike, decent barrel. Hits the ball very hard, 47. Launch angle's okay, right? So yeah, Burleson, Walker, always some good solid players to go with. JJ Weatherhort's form isn't bad. Low swinging strike, right? 349 WOBA, even though he's only got a 142 ISO. 7.9 barrel. Yeah, I can see Weatherhort. I can see him getting something tomorrow. All right, next game. Got Houston versus LA. No barrel signals. 2 elite profiles in this game, though. Jordan, Mike Trout, Nito, and Adele make up the top plays. Houston versus Urena. Jordan, Walker, Cam Smith for the barrel. Matchup is going Jordan, Smith, and Walker. Form is going Alvarez, Allen, and Trammell. All right, so yeah, Jordan, I mean, again, he needs no introduction. We know who he is. Christian Walker, 215 ISO. But it's got a low weighted on base average. I mean, it's not low. 295 is still very good. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, 200 is average. 250, you're talking some, oh my goodness, this dude's hitting pretty good. But 300 plus, yes. You know what I mean? Then you start getting some different territories. So yeah, 295 is not bad. Not bad. His Will Bacon, 376. I'm okay with that. It's got decent barrel. Good launch angle. Pena, though, I think is who we need to be looking out for as well. And Parodies. I like Isak Parodies. I like him too. His numbers don't scream it, but he's been hitting the ball really well too. Angels versus Imai. Barrel scores going Mike Trout, Nito, Adele. Matchup scores going Trout, Soler, Nito. Form looks like it's all jumbled here. So, I mean, Hop, Meckler, and Heineman seem to have made the cut. But Nito, Adele, and Grisham, just based on pure form score, would be the 3 there. Playing the ISO game still. Siri, Nito, and Trout. None of them there have the platoon advantage. No, I hadn't looked at that really at the other games. It just dawned on me this one. But I mean, their Will Bacon is pretty solid. So we shall see. You can check their splits, right? You can always check the hitter versus pitcher splits to be able to see who between any 1 or 2 pitchers has the better split versus that handed of pitcher. What their Will Bacon is, what their hard hit is, their barrel, slugging, and how many home runs. So Mike Trout seems to have the clear advantage there. All right, a couple more games. We got Boston versus the A's. No barrel signals, no elite profiles. Top breeds is going Contreras, Abreu, Kurtz, and Soderstrom. Boston versus Jack Perkins. Barrel score is going Contreras, Abreu, Duran. Matchup is going Contreras, Abreu, Duran. Form, Abreu, Siegler, and Rafaela. So, yeah, Contreras easily hands down, probably the first place you look, and then Abreu. Right, they're playing about the same game. Contreras just has way more power, and I guess not even way more when you look at it. But his blast is what separates the two. It's not on this one. It's on a different chart. I forget where tab it's under at this moment. But his blast is out of this world. So Duran, I mean, his numbers are okay. His numbers are okay. He's just also a ground ball risk, right? He's got low launch angle, 12.1. Not many fly balls. He's just hitting straight line drives. He's just hitting a lot of line drives. That's how that one's kind of flowing there. Ooh, whoops. I just go back by accident. I did. All right, so let's look at Oakland versus Toll. Kurtz, Soderstrom, and Thomas for the barrel scores. Matchup is going Bolt, Soderstrom, Cortez. Form, Walton, White, and Soderstrom. ISO game is going Kurtz and Soderstrom. Jonah Heim is in the mix. Just numbers just don't look good against this pitcher. Matchup isn't the best. So Kurtz came back today and just said, yeah, I'm going to get right back to work. 3-run home run, I think it was. I mean, his numbers speak for themselves. 375 WOBA, 507 Will Bacon. Before he got hurt, I think he was finally starting to catch a groove. Pull barrel and barrel, decent numbers. Hardest hit on the team. Yeah, you can see Kurtz probably go again. Kobe Thomas has the platoon advantage. Himes got a platoon advantage. No crazy looking profiles in this game, but some decent enough to be able to make contact with, right? Get a base or two, get a hit or two, hits, runs, RBIs. That's why we always play different. You don't have to chase home runs for every game. So we got Milwaukee versus San Francisco. 2 barrel signals, 1 elite profile. Top reads is going Devers, Bowers, Schmidt, and Eldridge. Milwaukee versus Mayhe. Barrel score is going Bowers, Chorio, Mitchell. Matchup is Mitchell, Bowers, Chorio. Form is Yelich, Chorio, and Mitchell. I mean, Mitchell is Woba, and is Will Bacon is what always stands out to me. ISO game is going Bowers and Chorio, though. And Terrain. Terrain's actually been stepping it up a lot. I like Terrain in the spot that he's in. He does have the platoon advantage. 5.31 ERA is pretty high. Terrain can create some havoc tomorrow. And Bowers has a platoon advantage, Yelich and Mitchell. So, yeah, the lefties, I like the lefties tomorrow for Milwaukee. That's where I would look. San Francisco versus Brandon Sprout. Barrel score is going Devers, Schmidt, Eldridge. Matchup is going Devers, Schmidt, Ramos. Form is going Schmidt, Devers, Eldridge. ISO game is going Devers, Schmidt, and Adames. Adames has the highest swinging strike, though, on that one, so I wouldn't look there first. Yeah, so then Devers, Schmidt, they look good. Devers got a 7.4 pulled barrel, 13.5 barrel, 33.5 fly ball ratio. Yeah, so that's where him and Eldridge, I like those profiles because they're very similar in that nature. They're hitting the ball in the air, good launch angle, both the same, 14.2. So yeah, Eldridge and Devers could definitely do some things. They've got the platoon advantage there. And then Casey Schmidt's just got the underlying metrics as well. So that's kind of how I see that one. Okay, cool. So what we'll do, we'll go into one more. We'll take a look at the weather. We'll take a look at the weather really quick. I'll go top 3 games. So top game is Great American Ballpark, that Cleveland and Cincinnati game. We've got some winds coming in from left field. And then the next game, that's hitter friendly, Seattle versus Texas. Wind is blowing out in that game, 100 degrees, so it should be hot. I think it's a dome though. I think there's a dome in Texas, so wind probably will not play a factor. I gotta fix that, actually. Yeah, I gotta fix that. And then we've got Angel Stadium, Houston versus the Angels. 76 degrees, wind is blowing out there, so that can also be another game to target. The games I would most likely be careful with is San Francisco. San Francisco is not a hitter-friendly park. As we can see, it's run suppressing, so I'd probably go with that one last. Look for your pitcher attackers, right? The Cincinnati's, what was it? The Angels, Washington, and there was one more. Who was it? Pittsburgh. All right, they're playing 74 degrees, crosswinds. So now we see Pittsburgh's in a neutral park. So yeah, Cincinnati, Angels, first 2 picks, and Washington. That's where you're going. Those games you attack, right? Find those barrels that match up with the pitcher's most vulnerable area. Who has the matching WOBA? Who has the matching barrel, right, that he's giving up? Who's got a matching hard hit? And then those combinations, you find your batters, you run them through the gauntlet, and if they check all the boxes, then you're good to go. You're good to go. So I appreciate everybody who's rocking with me. Thank you all, everybody who did check out the website. And if you haven't, go ahead and check it out now. The dashboard is live, barrellab.io. If you have any questions, I'll have the link to the Discord down below in the descriptions. Come join the Discord. Ask any questions you have. If there's some features that you all would like to see for the future, let me know. If you guys are running into any slowness, if there's a page that's not loading for you, please let me know. These things help me make the product better for you all, and that's all that I'm trying to do. So again, I do appreciate all of the support. Good luck with everybody in their parlays, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.